What's up, everybody? Week 8 in the NFL has already kicked off with the Thursday nighter behind us. Sunday morning in London, England sees Denver plus 2.5 at Jacksonville, who's technically the home team in this one. The over-under set at 40.5. Russell Wilson doing his knee highs on the plane. Making sure everybody knows, giving like hour by hour updates on his exercise routine during their flight. Like, really? Why the fuck you telling us? You don't think people have exercised on the plane before? No, they just don't need to tell us. What's the necessity? Because you guys are doing so bad? Because Hackett's job's on the line apparently now, or rumors have it? Anyways, I think the Broncos are ready to implode. Jags are 5-2 against spread their last 7 versus Denver. Broncos are 1-5 straight up their last 6 overall and against the spread, and their last 6 on the road as well. Jags are 1-7 against spread their last 8 overall and 1-8 straight up their last 9. 2 struggling offenses, 2 decent defenses. I think Jacksonville edges Denver out because I just think Denver is a complete mess right now. I think they're horribly coached, so I don't know how I can put my money on them. I won't be betting on this game, period, but picking aside, I think Jacksonville wins. I think it will be close, though. They'll win by 3 or 4, just covering that minus 2.5 number. Chicago Bears plus 10 at Dallas. Dallas 10-point home favorites, over under 42.5 in this one. Zeke is out. Micah Parsons has that banged up shoulder from last week. I don't think it's really going to affect him. He's too good a fucking player, and he will play through it knowing he has the bye next week with the Cowboys. Bears are 4-2 against spread their last 6 versus Dallas, and 4-2 straight up. I don't know what to make of this game. New England and the Jets, I could see either team sort of blowing each other out. I could see this being a close 2-point game, so I'm just going to roll with the home side to cover the spread, and I'll pick them to win by a field goal. Close game coming down to the end. Jets break that brutal streak of 12 straight losses versus New England on Sunday, and Belichick has to wait one more week to set that coaching wins second place, move into second place in the all-time coaches wins mark. He will not get it against his most hated team. Miami minus 3.5 points in Detroit to face the Lions, over under 51.5 in this game. Favorites 4-1 against spread their last 5 meetings. Miami's 1-4 against spread their last 5 overall. Dolphins are 12-4 straight up their last 16 games. Miami's 1-6 against spread versus the NFC North. Lions are 10-5 against spread their last 15 overall. Detroit's 1-5 straight up their last 6 overall. Lions are 6-1 against spread their last 7 games at home. Detroit's 0-8-1 straight up versus the AFC. Lions are getting healthier. DeAndre Swift will finally return this week. I thought he was coming back for a couple weeks now. St. Brown practiced. That's good news. Still in concussion protocol, though, so we'll see. Friday morning was the last update, so I didn't see the final Friday injury report as of doing this. I think Miami is the better team. I think Miami will win this game, but I think it's going to be, will this game be tight? Will Detroit's offense be able to do anything? Because their defense won't stop Miami. I don't know. I'm staying away from this game as well. I'll probably put some money on the Jets. That's the only game so far I will put money on, probably. Miami-Detroit, in-game betting for me, but for the sake of this video, this game I think could go either way. I'm going to save it for in-game betting. I'm going to pick Miami to win the game, Detroit to cover the spread. It'll probably be closer, but like I said, I'm not really putting my money on this game. Las Vegas, minus 1.5 at New Orleans, plus 1.5. Over under 49.5 in this one. Raiders are 2-5 straight up their last 7 overall. Vegas is 3-7 against spread their last 10 versus the Saints. Raiders are 1-4 straight up their last 5 road games. Saints are 2-5 against spread their last 7 overall. New Orleans is 1-5 straight up their last 6 overall. Saints are 2-7 straight up last 9 home games. New Orleans is 1-4 straight up versus the AFC. Josh Jacobs, top back, one of the top backs in the NFL. He's really showing up lately for the Raiders. I think he's going to go off in this game. I will be touching on his prop bets. I will be betting on this game. I do like the Raiders to win and cover. Andy Dalton, he's starting for the Saints, I believe. Michael Thomas, he's out. Marshawn Lattimore out in this one as well for the Saints. I think Raiders win this game and cover that small spread. Arizona plus 3.5 at Minnesota. Vikings minus 3.5 points at home. Over under 49 in this one. Vikings are 7 and. Alright, for some reason my camera is only letting me record for like 3 minutes at a fucking time here, so I might have a few more videos this week than normal, but they should upload quicker for me at least, so whatever. Anyways, I'll try to go quicker. Arizona plus 3.5 at Minnesota minus 3.5. Arizona's lost 10 straight in Minnesota. Cards are 4-12 straight up their last 16 versus the Vikings. Underdogs 7-2-2 against spread their last 11 meetings. Arizona's 0-4-2 against spread their last 6 versus the Vikes. Mini is 6-1 straight up their last 7 overall and 1-4 against spread their last 5. Vikings are 1-4 against spread their last 5 games following a bye though. Cards are 28-2 against spread their last 30 games on the road. I think Delvin and Cook and Justin Jefferson go off just as much as I think DeAndre Hopkins goes off in this game for Arizona. So I think Minnesota pulls out the home win, and I'm going to say that Arizona just covers that spread. I think 3 points is just about the number. Carolina plus 4 at Atlanta, minus 4, over under 41. Falcons are 7-3 straight up their last 10 versus the Panthers. Underdogs 4-0 against spread their last 4 meetings. Road team is 4-0 against spread their last 4. Panthers are 2-7 against spread their last 9 versus Atlanta. Carolina's 4-10 against spread in Atlanta. Panthers are 2-12 against spread their last 14 overall and 2-12 straight up. Carolina's 0-6 against spread their last 6 on the road. Falcons are 6-1 against spread their last 7 overall. Atlanta is 2-10 straight up versus the NFC South. Teams that win by 17 or more points and face a team that lost by 17 plus points have a record of 64, 102, and 4 against the spread. Panthers rank dead last. Panthers rank dead last in offensive DVOA. I like Atlanta to win this game and cover the spread against Carolina. Tennessee minus 2.5 at Houston plus 2.5. Over under 40.5. Tannehill hurt ankle. Malik Willis at QB. I don't know. Who knows? But I think that's the way it's going to end up. Over has hit in 10 of the last 11 meetings in Houston. Titans are 1-7 against spread in Houston. Home team's 9-3 against spread their last 12 versus each other. Tennessee 6-15-1 against spread last 22 versus the Texans. Titans are 4-1 straight up and against spread their last 5 overall. Tennessee is 4-1 straight up their last 5 versus Houston. Titans are 10-1 straight up last 11 versus the AFC South. Tennessee is 7-0 against spread in October, while the Texans are 1-9 straight up in October. I like Tennessee to roll. I think Derrick Henry goes off. I'll be hammering the prop bets. I will be playing this game. I will be playing the Atlanta game as well. Those are 2 games I like with the Raiders game as well. Next up, New York Giants getting disrespected again. Plus 3 on the road in Seattle. Minus 3. Over under 44.5. Road teams 5-1 against spread in the last 6 meetings. Giants are 1-4 against spread the last 5 versus. Let's just start that again with the New York Giants getting disrespected. Plus 3 at Seattle. Minus 3. Over under 44.5. This recording is really frustrating me with how short these are. Road teams 5-1 against spread. Giants are 1-4 against spread and straight up the last 5 versus Seattle. Favorites 6-2 against spread their last 8 meetings. New York 6-1 against spread their last 7 overall and straight up. Giants are 3-7 straight up their last 10 on the road. New York is 2-5 straight up in Seattle. Giants are 3-8 against spread their last 11 versus the NFC West. Hawks are 6-3 against spread their last 9 overall and straight up. Seattle is 1-4 against spread versus the NFC East. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are banged up and are questionable for this one. I think that because of those banged up receivers, I don't know what to make of this game. I'm staying right away from this game. If I had to pick, I say Seattle ekes out a close win and the Giants finally take a close loss on the season and drop to 6-2. But they are getting disrespected again, and I will sprinkle a little bit on that New York Giants, but staying away from that game overall. San Fran, 1-point favorites on the road in LA to face the Rams. Over-under at 42 in this one. The under's 5-1 the last 6 meetings. Niners are 7-3 straight up the last 10 versus LA. San Fran's 4-0 against spread in LA and 6-0 against spread versus LA. Underdog 7-1 against spread their last 8 meetings. Niners are 13-6 against spread their last 19 games. San Fran is 6-1 against spread in LA. Niners are 5-1 against spread versus the NFC West. Rams are 2-6 against spread their last 8 overall. LA is 12-4 straight up last 16 overall. Rams are 5-2 straight up. I think the Rams win this game and cover the spread, obviously, since they are underdogs. Next up, Washington +3 at Indy -3. Over-under set at 39.5 in this one. Over's 4-1 the last 5 meetings. Colts have won 4 straight versus Washington. Commanders are 0-3-1 against spread their last 4 versus the Colts. Home team is 3-1-1 against spread their last 5 versus each other. Washington's 2-8 straight up in Indy. Commanders are 4-8 straight up last 12 overall. Indy's 3-6 against spread their last 9 games. Matt Ryan's benched. Indy starting a rookie. Washington's, man, this is a total stay away game, but I'll pick Washington to win and cover because I don't think they're quite as rough as Indy is right now. Green Bay +11 in Buffalo to face the Bills. 11-point home favorites. Over-under set at 47. Unders 5-0 with the last 5 meetings. Home team 6-0 against spread their last 6. Favorites 5-1 the last 6 versus. Packers are 1-5 against spread on the road and against spread their last 5 games, and 3-6 straight up their last 9. Green Bay is 0-6 straight up in Buffalo. Bills are 8-2 against spread their last 12 overall. Buffalo's won 6 straight at home. Bills are 10-1-1 against spread versus NFC teams. Packers rank 9th in DVOA against the pass, but 32nd in DVOA against the run. Bills don't run well, so does the Packers defense actually match up? Even though their O-line is still banged up, and I don't know that they're getting players like Bakhtiari back this week or not. I don't know how he's doing. I haven't quite heard. Jenkins, he's another one to keep an eye on. That's a key player for the Packers as well. I don't know what to make of this game. I will be putting money on Buffalo to win and cover, but it won't be a big amount. That is for sure. Cincinnati, 3-point road favorites in Cleveland to face the Browns. Over-under at 45 in this one. Overs hit in 7 of the last 9 meetings. Underdogs 5-0 against spread their last 5. Bengals are 7-1 against spread in Cleveland. Cincy's 12-3 against spread their last 15 versus the Browns. Bengals are 5-0 against spread their last 5 games and 4-1 straight up. Cincy is 1-7 straight up their last 8 versus Cleveland. Bengals are 8-1 against spread their last 9 on the road. Cincy's 6-14 straight up their last 20 versus the AFC North. Browns are 5-10 against spread their last 15 games and 1-5 straight up their last 6. Cleveland is 4-13 against spread their last 17 versus the AFC North. No Jamar Chase for Cincinnati. I think that the Browns can eke out a home win and obviously cover the spread as underdogs, but I won't be putting my money on this one. This will be one I'm watching and maybe putting some money on Chubb as a prop bet. All right, last game of the week sees perfection continue. Pittsburgh +10.5 in Philly to face the Eagles. -10.5 point home favorites. Over-under at 43 in this one. The under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. Home team is 4-1 against spread their last 5. Steelers are 2-5 against spread their last 7 versus Philly, and 6-12 straight up. Pittsburgh, I don't think's won in Philly since like 1965 or something like that. Steelers are 0-9 straight up in Philly. Pitt is 1-7 against spread their last 8 versus NFC teams. Eagles are the only undefeated team, as I mentioned, but I like to rub it in to all you Cowboys fans who might be watching. Philly is 4-1 against spread their last 5 overall. TJ Watt, he's not playing. Robert Quinn, oh my God, what a trade for Howie Roseman. Oh, the defensive line depth, and Robert Quinn addresses an issue that the Eagles, issues the Eagles have had statistically this year. Third down pass rush, third down pass defense, and adding that depth up front. Now they're 4 deep inside, 4 deep outside on that third down pass defense. Robert Quinn's going to help with both of those issues. Man, the depth they're doing. The only other 2 issues you might do is maybe add a safety or something, or O-line depth. And that's about all I would really do. Nothing big needs to be done. Nothing major. I love the Eagles in this game. If TJ Watt was in, I might be a little scared to lay 10.5 with Philly, but no TJ Watt. I think Philly rolls the Steelers. I think this is going to be a 31-14 game. I just don't know where the Steelers are going to get any points from in this game. Their offense is inept, and I don't think their defense without Watt is going to be able to stop the RPOs that Philly can put out there. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maybe I'm letting the 6-0 record get to me a little bit. You guys disagree? Whatever. Hey, that's your money. You put it where you want. I'm just giving my opinion here. But I like the Eagles a lot in this game. I think they win by 14, 17 points, something like that, and won't be tested until they face Dallas, the Giants twice, and who's their other tough one? Tennessee, in my opinion, because Green Bay's a mess, even though they're on their schedule as well. Good luck with all your bets this week. Stay within your means. Don't bet crazy. Bet what you can afford. Don't be more than 10% of your bankroll on any single bet. Help me out. Like, share, follow, retweet this shit so I can get more and more followers and do this full time for you guys so I can pump out more information every day, more videos, and talk sports, have people on with me, etc., etc. Peace.